We're here to talk about the Star of the Puzzle by Ashish Kumar. It's themed around 3 by 3, and you can see the four 3 by 3 areas around the grid. So, the first thing that I see is in the last four rows, these four regions are entirely in these last four rows. So, the remaining cells have to be crossed out, and also the middle cells of these 3 by 3 areas can be crossed out. Looking further, in the last row, these two regions are part of the last row. uh, Only four cells of theirs are out of the last row. So that's you need to have two stars in those. So you can only do that by having one star here and one star here. So you get some markings because of that. Also, this region now is entirely the remaining white cells are entirely in the same row. So you can cross out these. Then you can only have one star here. So if you kind of take these two regions and see that you need four stars together, since only one star can come here, you need three more in this area. That can actually only happen if you break it down like this, and that gives us a star and some markings. Now, now look at the first five columns and the last five columns, and you see that the only place where regions go in and out are this region coming in to the left and this region going out to the right. So since one star is here, to balance it out, we'll need one star here. Now, since we know that one of these is a star, this is crossed out. That means one of these will be a star. So what actually ends up happening is you have this zigzag pattern where either it's going to be a star, 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 or star, star, star. So how does that help us? So looking up at this region. So wherever you have two stars over here, whether it's here or whether it's here, let's say it's here, you have two stars here, what will end up happening is all of these are crossed out and this middle cell is always crossed out. So basically the common cells that get crossed out are these, and also this one gets crossed out because you know one of these is a star. Now if we look at this column, you can have two stars, and the only way to break it down is one star here and one star here. That gives us a few more crosses. Now, since only one star can come here, that actually means that one of them at least will be here. And since we know that there are a total of three stars in this whole area, and one more star here, that's actually four stars. So you will basically continue the zigzag pattern here. It's either going to be this way or uh, this cell, this cell, this cell, and this cell. So either way, the rest of the uh, columns are crossed out, and also you need one star here and one star here because you can only have one over here and one over here. Now, because of that, in this row, we actually have two stars already. One of them will be here, and one of them will be one of these two cells. So we can cross out all of these. And that finishes off our zigzag pattern over here. Now let's look at this row, and you can only have a star in one of these two cells. You need one star, and that goes there. So that means this is crossed out. You get a star here. That gives us some more stars. Now in this region, since this row is entirely in it needs one more star, so you'll have that one more star over here. So these two get crossed out. Now also for these two columns you need a star here and a star here. One of these is a star, so this gets crossed out. Now one of these is a star, so this gets crossed out. Now look at this row, the third row. You need two stars, one of them will be here and the other will be here. That allows us to finish this column and also gives us these markings. Now since there is a star here or here, this will be crossed out. You put a star here, that gives a star here, that gives a star here, here. And we can just quickly finish it off now, just looking at the columns and rows which are filled up. So here what we saw was first we used these 3 by 3 boxes to get some leeway. Actually, first we used the last 4 rows and fitting in 8 stars, and then we used the 3 by 3 boxes to get a kind of zigzag pattern working with these regions. And then we just completed it with rows and columns which were nearly entirely crossed out, and you had to fit in the stars. So we hope this walkthrough was helpful for you. Thank you.